Consider this. Cultures worldwide, seemingly disconnected yet bearing remarkably similar spiritual convictions. Could it be just a chance alignment or an indication of a common spiritual lineage that transcends all? We introduce the concept of a universal spiritual heritage here, also known as the general unification theory of spirituality. It posits that there exists a fundamental spiritual truth that rises above the diversity of world's religious traditions and cultures. This theory implies a shared human understanding of existence and the potential for achieving enlightenment. Visualize the teachings on spirituality from Jainism's Tirthankaras with the Christos of Gnostic Christianity. The wisdom of East meets that of the West, and the insights of the North merge with that of the South. A divine thread binds us all, threading through the fabric of mankind. This is not merely a poetic musing. Carl Jung, the esteemed psychologist, put forth the concept of the collective unconscious, a realm of the unconscious common to all humans, housing archetypes and motifs that surpass individual experiences. The recurring motifs of self-realization, inner awakening, and the quest for transcendent knowledge could indeed point to an intrinsic human capacity for enlightenment. Visualize the Tirthankaras, guides of souls towards liberation through self-realization and ethical living, and the Gnostic Christos, symbolic of the divine spark within each individual. Are they not unique beings but embodiments of the same profound realization? The quest for enlightenment, universal in nature, reverberates across time, evident in the teachings of spiritual figures from diverse traditions. These leaders, even from distant parts of the world, convey a language of inner awakening that bears remarkable resemblances. They reaffirm the idea of a spiritual essence within every person, a spark awaiting ignition. They suggest ethical living as a pathway to spiritual liberation, pushing us to exceed the physical world to embrace the divine. Such correlations are not mere chance. Rather, they suggest a common human intuition, a joint comprehension of the nature of existence. They are indicative of an inbuilt human potential for enlightenment. These mutual teachings across cultures may well be seen as manifestations of a deep-rooted human desire for a bond with something grander. At the heart of all profound religious traditions, Aldous Huxley intimates a solitary universal truth. Could this truth be non-exclusive and accessible to all of mankind? This proposition, called the Perennial philosophy, bolsters our investigation the concept of shared spiritual heritage. The Perennial philosophy asserts that despite the variance in spiritual traditions, a mutual truth exists, emphasizing divine reality, the purpose of human existence, and the path towards spiritual wisdom. It provides an intriguing viewpoint that these similarities are not accidental but are reflective of a universal spiritual truth. This truth, akin to a golden thread, intertwines within the intricate tapestry of human spiritual encounters, uniting us all in a common search for enlightenment. It proposes that the spiritual wisdom we are in search of is not external but internal, patiently awaiting to be discovered. This perspective is further reinforced by the idea that spirituality is fundamentally about the interconnectedness of all life in the universe, as discussed within the framework of green spirituality and environmental consciousness. This viewpoint emphasizes a horizontal transcendence, where the sacred is found in our relationship with the world and the cosmos, rather than a vertical escape from it. The alignment of spiritual teachings across diverse cultures could likely be evidence of a universal spiritual truth waiting to be discovered. What if the pathway to enlightenment isn't confined to any specific culture or religion, but is interwoven into the very essence of human existence? This isn't just theoretical conjecture, but a viewpoint supported by centuries of human spiritual exploration and realization. The pursuit of spiritual awakening isn't restricted to any single tradition or societal framework. Rather, it is an endeavor common to humanity, a journey that surpasses geographical barriers and time-related limitations. It's an inclusive path that calls on each one of us to study, comprehend, and ultimately rise above our individual selves. This spiritual voyage is not a solitary pursuit, but a shared endeavor, a collective expedition where we are all companions in the quest to understand the deep enigmas of existence. The journey to spiritual awakening is an invitation extended to all those who seek it, irrespective of their cultural or religious origins. After all, we may all be part of a universal spiritual heritage. Moreover, the universalist approach in philosophy and theology suggests that certain truths and moral principles apply universally, irrespective of cultural or religious borders. This aligns with the teachings of figures like Swami Vivekananda, who advocated for the recognition of a universal spirit, Brahman, which predated the universe and is present in all sentient beings. In this context, the theory that the spiritual insights of the Tirthankaras and the Gnostic Christos represent not isolated phenomena but elements of a wider universal spiritual landscape. This landscape is defined by a quest for enlightenment that supersedes individual religious doctrines and directs us towards a unified understanding of the divine within and around us.